The Mellow Brick Road is a park bench magically transformed into a podcast, and its hosts are not experts, so their advice should never be followed. Also, this is not a show for kids. This is a park bench podcast, not a jungle gym. Hi everyone, welcome to path number 154 of the Mellow Brick Road, the park bench that magically transformed into a podcast. I'm your host, the ice cream van, Van Windsor. What's up?
Yeah, and I am
And you talk. You have to talk right after I talk.
I know, but I was trying to think of something I couldn't speak.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I'm Mason. I'm the brick layer because that's what a Mason is.
I like it. Yeah, I like that we were
Yeah,
kind of like on brand with our names, like what our names are. I guess I
yeah.
could have chosen anything besides ice cream van. There's a lot of different, like a milk van.
I mean,
Uh,
it's better than one of those vans
right? Yeah, I
that you
didn't want
see
to say.
strolling
Yeah,
about,
see,
strolling around.
maybe
It's just
it's
like,
good that I stuck with ice cream van. That's a good
yeah,
safe. Uh,
yeah.
yeah. I guess what else is an SUV a van? Does that count as a van? What do you call an
I'd
SUV? Is that
assume
just
so. I would call it a van, but
what does SUV? What does SUV stand for? Sport
uh,
utility
s-
vehicle.
van. Oh, yeah,
Is that
probably
what it
vehicle.
is?
Probably,
I have no
probably.
idea. Okay, let's get to the show. Hi everyone. Let's get to it.
Okay.
Let's start with the opening question, Mason. Uh,
Go
Here's
on.
what I want to know. Like, I guess I was gonna say, do you talk to your car? But I guess my question is like, do you have a name for your car? Let's start there.
I used to. I have a truck now, and it's just a little different of a relationship, I think.
Okay.
So,
True.
but with my old cars, yeah, I had a name for them. I had
Do,
a
yeah, go ahead.
the I had a Ford Taurus that I called a part of the female reproductive
Oh,
area. Oh,
okay. Go on.
the mysterious area that no one knows. It's probably not even real, to be honest with you,
Oh,
but.
you called your car the G spot. I thought you were saying you called your car the
No,
mysterious area.
the clitoris
Ah, yeah,
because it
both.
was a
Yeah.
Taurus, so it was the clitoris.
Oh, Yes, yes, I do. I don't know how I forgot that. That I remember that being the name of the car. Um,
I was also in high school and thought I was cool.
well, of
It is kind
course.
of a fun name.
I thought you were kind of cool, but you were older than me, so it's
Yeah,
it was kind of unfair. I kind of thought everyone older than me was cool. So
yeah. Also, it was not a cool car. It was tan on the outside. It had some wood trim on the inside. And if there was more than one person in the back, it would drag anytime you would go up anywhere
I
or
like
over a
it.
bump.
No, so I guess my question. So after that, so you kind of like personify your car, not personify. What's that
Well,
word where
I
you
definitely
like?
give them pronouns,
Sure, yes, okay, like
like
yeah,
she's my
you.
car.
What about your truck? Do you like when you're like if it's like a rainy day or something and you're
Nah.
like, oh, come on, you can do it, you can make it home, come on, you got it,
Oh
something like
yeah. I
that. You
mean,
know what I
gotta have
mean?
some conversation. But
Okay,
yeah,
cool. Okay, so answer me this: where do you think the car's mouth is?
under the hood. The hood
Under the
is
hood. Where would the mouth be under the hood?
probably in like the engine because that's like the stomach of the car.
So, are you saying the oil valve would be it, or like where the gas goes?
That
Maybe,
is
maybe where
the
the gas.
extent. That is
Maybe
the
it's got a
extent
little
of my
side
knowledge
mouth.
on vehicles.
Okay,
So
I think the mouth would be where the you put the gas at in the side, right?
yeah, that makes sense.
So it's like so you open the mouth, it's ready. So my question is, do you do you like when you fill up your car? So I guess you don't do this, but I did this the other day, and it made me wonder if other people do this. My car, you put the gas in, right, and drinks up.
Right.
You give it the go-go juice. That good brown stuff that we all enjoy. That good brown. Different brown, but
Smells
same.
good. Smells
Smells
good.
sure okay. Um, and and I was like when you are done, like when you just you hold it and then you just let it go until it stops. You always give it like a little bit more. You kind of like tip it to make
Top it
sure it
off.
gets. Yeah, so yeah, so I was getting gas the other day, and I was kind of doing that, and I was like, "Come on, drink up, every last drop, every last drop." Bloop, bloop, bloop. And then I pulled it out of its mouth and I stuck it back on the gas food holder where I assume it gets sanitized before the next car gets it stuck down its throat. Ugh.
No.
The diseases on that hose. I should probably stop
Yeah.
drinking
I mean,
from it.
there's a lot of hepatitis C in cars, That's what the C stands for. So,
Yeah. So you don't do that? You don't
no,
do that? No.
I top it off until I get to the nearest dollar on the gas.
You don't like talk to your car. I mean, I'm not talking about your
I talk
how
to
much
my
you
car,
give the
but I
gas.
don't, not with the gas part, no.
Try it next
But
time. Try it next time you're getting gas and just see how it feels. Because I did it.
okay.
I'll be honest. That was the first time I've done that. I don't do that every time. I do talk to my car though, if it like is having trouble. You know,
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you got this. Sometimes it's like giving me
Yeah.
like if I well, that's usually when I know that it's about the time to take it in to get like a checkup. When I have to start being like, come on now, come on, you can do it. Come on, engine. You know what you're supposed to do. Come on, don't forget. That's when it's time to probably go because the car's forgetting what it's supposed to do. It's probably gonna get me into a wreck.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's not an automated car. Like it's not like an automatic
Yeah.
driving car, so I should be safe at least.
Yeah, I want to trust those things so badly,
Me
but
too.
I
Me too.
am a bad backseat driver. So like I just feel like
Yeah, me too.
if I'm the only one in the
Yeah,
car and I'm not driving it, I would freak out.
I get nervous if I'm not driving. I would prefer
Yeah.
not to drive, always,
Yeah.
but I'm too nervous not driving because I'm like, oh my god, why did you just jerk right there? What are you doing? Why aren't you telling us what's happening?
Yeah.
But if I'm
Yeah, I feel like
driving,
I'm
everything's fine.
yeah, I feel like I'm the best driver, but then like I've totaled two vehicles. So it's just
There you
like
go.
and that was all before like the age of 22.
Yeah, that's
So,
impressive. Yeah, you should brag
yeah.
about that at parties. Um, I I've gotten in one wreck with you. No, wait.
Yeah.
No, well, technically, well, I guess I didn't wreck. I got stuck on the side of the road, but that was from ice. I did, my car did fall, like it slid down the icy road onto, like, at like half a mile an hour. It's like touched mirrors with a truck that was already in the ditch. And then that guy was,
Touch
I was,
tips.
I was trying to be like, let me just like rotate my car. Like if I can get my reverse going a little bit, I can like kind of spin backwards and like get away from your truck and then finish my slide for the next 2 feet. And then he just got all this old man just got all mad at me because I did that. And I don't know why it was my fault. I guess I was driving on the road, but I don't know. He was there before me, and I told the story before. And then he just decided to drive forward in a big huff, and then like both of our vehicles just like scraping, and he gets mad about that, and I'm like, you did that. I had a solution, but you wouldn't communicate to like fix it. So that's on you. And then I watched him
Yeah.
drive down a really steep hill and like spin out and then go like face down into the ditch, which was when he got out and was like walking around like in a having a hissy fit. I was started laughing because I was like, well, he's safe, so I can call him an idiot now.
You were laughing before too.
I was laughing the whole time. Then when he came out, I was like,
Yeah.
whew, whew. I rolled down my window and
All
started
right.
pointing.
Justified laugh.
Idiot. Yes. Boomers. Boomers. Okay, let's get on with the show. So it's Pride Month. What's up, everybody? Welcome to it. We're here. We're curious about your lifestyle. And we're here to talk. We're here to chat. We're here to talk,
Yeah. Yeah.
We're here to help. We're here to be an ally in any way we can, other
Yeah.
than participating with in like intimate relationships. I believe, unless you are Mason. I don't want to assume that you don't.
$20 is $20.
There we go. There we go. I love it. There we go. That's you know what? That's the spirit we need. That's the spirit we need right now. So I think you're just the person to ask uh for this advice that I have here for Pride Month. For anyone who's curious about it or doesn't know what to do, just know you're not alone. There's a lot of people that don't know. There's a lot of straight people that don't know what do we do on Pride Month. It's literally just a label first of all in a calendar. You don't even have to follow that calendar. You can just live. You can live without time altogether if you really feel like it. You don't have to follow any of these labels or boundaries, as I like to call them. Barriers, fence posts to keep me locked
Yeah.
away in these little boxes on a wall. Anyway, um, but anyway, I have some advice questions from people who want to know. So this person, the username RM, they want to know: do you have any advice for a straight person who is taking part in a pride parade? There we go. What do you think about that? What can a straight person do while taking part in a pride parade?
Yeah, I would throw the candy. I would
Oh
throw the
yeah.
candy
Well,
to
yeah,
like
someone's
everyone
got to
at the
throw the candy.
parade.
Yeah, someone's
Yeah.
got to. And you probably played football.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean,
I mean
but
there's a lot of things
it's
there's
a
a lot of things you can
parade. I
do.
mean,
It's a parade. Yeah, it's a volunteer thing. So just being there and
yeah.
helping with
And
anything is good. I mean, what do you I mean,
yeah,
like
and you're already doing more than most people just being there and participating. So like
exactly,
just
yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah, just I mean
Throw some
it's gonna
candy.
be a blast. If you've never been to a pride, if this is their first pride parade, you're gonna have fun. That's the one thing about
Oh yeah.
like you're going to Pride Fest. What do you do? It's like, do you want to have fun? Do you want good music, good beer that's not like natural light or bush light? It's like actual like flavors and stuff. Do you want like awesome drag shows where people go out on stage all glammed up, dancing their heart out to like Dolly Parton? Because I want that.
Yeah.
I think it's freaking awesome to be someone who's just like an ally and like like not in it, like not like in it. You know what I mean? Having homosexual sex. I'm not
Not a part of
participating. I'm not
that
participating
lifestyle.
in the lifestyle of yes, exactly. Um, I am heterosexual. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, everyone. I am. Unfortunately, I know it's a shame. But I had like a. It was hot. It was like 90 degrees that day, so I wore like a tank top, and all I had was like it was like candy blue. I think I knew what I was doing. And it was really
Yeah.
small, and it looked good. That was back when I worked out a lot,
I was
and
killing it.
I was looking good, and yeah, it was a good time. I like the
Yeah.
attention. What can I say? I don't
Yeah, for
participate in the
sure.
lifestyle, but I love the attention.
For
I'll
sure.
take the attention. Please give it to me. I love it.
Nothing wrong with a little attention
No,
seeking
nothing
every
wrong
now
with a
and
little
then.
attention seeking, man. Some people like it. I like a compliment. I like a compliment. I like
Yeah.
giving compliments. That's what I do. Sorry.
Yeah, for
Hey, man,
sure.
that's a good way to participate. Just have fun. Have fun because you're gonna have fun regardless. Like I said, it's always fun. Uh, and give a lot of compliments
Yeah.
because that's what the whole Pride Month is all about, right? It's not about like just being nice to people in the LGBTQ plus. Did I say G? Yeah, that one. And all of them. I can't remember what I said. There's a lot of letters like
All
A,
26 letters.
all of them. And the plus and minus and the division sign I think is also in there probably. Probably now. And yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying because I got lost with all the letters, but um yeah, have fun. They have a hard
Yeah.
time. They have a hard that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Give them love
Try
and
to do a
appreciation.
cartwheel.
Try to do a cartwheel. That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
What I mean, what okay, a straight person who is taking part in a pride parade. I mean, I guess just like I mean, what do you I mean, is it stereotypical to be like, I don't know, carry a toolbox around? I don't know. Because like I remember our friends or Tim Hercules, Tim and Josh, they were my teachers in high school, or Tim was, I mean, and they helped us with the homecoming float. And I had no idea how to use tools really at that time. Like I didn't really use that much
Yeah.
and they kept asking me to do things and I was like I don't know what to do and they kept yelling at me because they knew how to like build things better than me. I was like I don't know. You're
Yeah.
right.
Going
I don't
against the
know.
norm.
It was great. I mean they're barrier breakers. They're revolutionaries. I love it. Okay, let's go to another one. Um, here's just a generic. What am I supposed to do during Pride Month? I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean,
like I said
I think
before,
you
go
don't be a
ahead.
piece of shit, just
Yeah,
be a good person like you should be every month and maybe just educate yourself more.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, just like yeah, yeah, you said it. That's everything. Yeah, do some research. Like outside, do your own, you know, looking around. Don't be an
Yeah.
asshole. Literally do everything else
Yeah.
you want to do. Just be a good person.
Yeah. Believe it or not a hard thing to do.
It's really not. It's really not. People like to say like, you know, road rage and all that stuff. It's really not. You don't really have to. I mean, you don't have to get that mad. I understand.
No.
I understand getting that mad. I get mad on the road. You don't have to get mad.
Mm,
Sometimes you
no.
just got to put on a good song and then you're fine.
Yeah.
Who cares? Whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said, you don't have to
Yeah.
even follow time. Don't go to work. Who cares? Just stop. But you're mad because you're gonna be late to work. Hey, here's a hit'll make your day better. Don't go to work. Why don't you go to a pride parade? Volunteer for one of those while you're supposed to be working for some for some homophobe in a white shirt and tie. Why has he got a white tie on? Who wears a white tie? Fuck that guy, dude. That guy's definitely like a one of those. What do you call them? Patriot first. What do you call those people? Proud Boys,
Neo-Nazi?
dude. Speaking of Pride Month, give it up for the Proud Boys because that is the most prideful sounding name
It is, but
for sure.
I feel like not what they're looking for right now.
Oh, they get it though. They say they're not looking for it, but they seem to get it an awful lot, don't they? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like a
Isn't
lot of
that
people like
interesting?
that.
Interesting. Seems like the one thing you really, really hate is also the one thing you really, really love.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
why are you trying to ban it? Because like you
Yeah.
like it. I get like everyone you like also hates it as much as you do. But like, fuck those people. Those people suck. Why don't you
Yeah.
go live your life?
Yeah. Just worry about yourself, man.
That's yeah. Pride Month. Be. I mean, it's one. Yeah. Don't be an asshole in general. Not even just like to the LGBTQ plus community. Just like assume. Maybe just like assume that everyone's LGBTQ plus. Like don't go around
Yeah.
asking everyone which letter they are. But like
Yeah.
just like assume they are and be like, oh, I'm supposed to not. Those guys on the podcast that hit comedy podcast Mellow Brick Road. They said not to be an asshole, and it's Pride Month. So if everyone is, then I guess I shouldn't be an asshole to anyone. We're making it that easy for you
Yeah.
to make these
Yeah.
connections in your brain. We're making it
Yeah.
that easy. Like it's just
Yeah.
in a sweeping motion. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah. It's a good life lesson for anything, really. It helps
Yeah,
get you out of some certain predicaments for sure.
it really does. And you know what? When you get to June 30th, 30, 31st, 30th, 30th, 31st, 30th, do you know?
It's 30.
30. When you get to June 30th, see how you feel after a whole month of not being an asshole. I guess if you're taking the advice now, it's going to be, you know, 3 weeks of not being an asshole, which is still good. Hell, 1 hour of not being an asshole is pretty good.
Yeah.
TBH. So, uh, maybe you want to extend it. Make it a 2 month. Make it a summer thing. Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows? Not being an asshole, pretty good.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I
I
mean,
think so.
yeah. Yeah. But sometimes you have to be an asshole. But just read the room.
Read the room. Honestly, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's like read the room. Remember when? Never mind. But yeah, so what are you supposed to do during Pride Month? Just don't be an asshole.
Yeah. Don't be an
Just
asshole.
like if someone walks up to you with like I don't even know like what like, they have purple hair and like one side of their head shaved and piercings, and they're dope piercings. Like, just don't say anything. If you don't
Yeah.
like it, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah.
or just be like just with every ounce of strength in your body, just give a little cool air.
Yeah.
And then just keep walking. Don't even take the appreciation and the happiness that you've just caused. Don't even take it if you truly don't want them to be happy, or you don't want them to like just say cool hair, or just cool. No, don't go that's not good. I was gonna say just go interesting, but interesting's not good either. I think just cool hair, 2 syllables, 8 letters, 9 spaces altogether. I think it's pretty simple. I think because like
Yeah.
each letter is a space, and then there's the space in the middle for the space bar.
Mm.
The space between the words. Or you can
Ah.
combine them into one word. Cool hair.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. So like
Or
and then just keep walking.
yeah.
If they say thank you
And
and you
try
don't
some
want,
food.
try some food.
Yeah.
Lesbians make
I'm
great
still thinking we're
food.
at the parade.
Oh,
So
oh yeah, yeah. If you're at the parade, I mean, yeah. What to do during Pride Month? Go to a parade.
yeah.
Go to a go to a,
Show
go to Pride
support.
go to a Pride Fest. There's millions of them all over the country. It's astounding how many there are in so many like small towns. It's great.
Yeah.
Because like I said, and we already talked about it, they're the best. So I don't know, just freaking enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Just have fun. And if
Yeah,
you can't have fun, maybe think on that. You know?
maybe give that a think.
Yeah.
Give that a stinking think. How about that, you little stinker,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Don't be a stinker.
Don't be a little stinker, dinker,
Be a little
thinker.
winker.
Wink, wink. Oh,
Yeah.
do that at Pride Fest. That'll get you. That'll get you in some fun trouble.
Oh
Or just
yeah.
or just fun. It
Yeah.
depends on who you are. Anyway, let's move on. Love Pride Month. So celebrate Pride Month. Give your local lesbian I almost said licking. Give your local
No, don't do
lesbian a
that.
licking if they consent, and you're also female, and again they consent, and you consent, and God consents, and also Satan, but also the witch goddess, the moon
Mm.
goddess. Let's stick with the moon goddess. Let's just her. She's the
Okay.
sexiest of all three. Anyway, speaking of sexy, I found a an article because I am a single man. This doesn't apply to you because you are in a relationship with a
School.
lady. I am single. Hey, what's up, Pride? What's up, Pride Month? What did I do? Hello, a wink, wink. Yeah, I am single right now. So I found a Wikihow that I think will help me. Um,
Okay.
and we'll see. Help me have fun this summer, I guess, because it's not for a relationship. This is how to have a summer fling.
Okay.
Wink. Anyway, so how to have a summer fling I have found today. So this will be me teaching, I guess, just me. I guess you too, if you feel like having a summer fling. I wouldn't advise it because we're recording the show right now, so everyone knows what we're doing. So this will just be for me and anyone
Right.
listening who is also looking to have fun this summer and not knowing what to do about it. So this is how to have a summer fling. During the carefree summer months, you may be thinking about an equally carefree, no strings attached relationship. Wink. With a
Ooh.
summer fling, you can enjoy all the fun activities of summer without the commitment of a serious relationship. Just remember that in the perfect summer fling, both of you should agree on a set end date for your relationship. If you want to have a summer fling, be sure to choose the right person and make the most of your short time together. That's pretty
Okay.
much it right there, right? So this is a
Nice.
three-part WikiHow. I'm gonna try and speed through this. I keep somehow finding really long ones. Last week's was kind of long too, but it's okay. We're gonna get through it.
Okay.
This is for well, not love. This is for passion.
Yeah, this is
This is a
yeah.
sexy, passionate summer fling is what we're doing here. Anyway, part one of three: choosing a partner. Step one: look for the perfect partner. That's already a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
that's where I struggle
huge,
with the
a
most.
perfect partner. Yeah, that's literally. Well, I guess that's okay. So try to choose someone who isn't already attached to you. Just making sure nothing on my hands. Is there a person on my foot? Maybe. No, I got nothing attached to me right now. So I think I'm.
Let's see.
I
I
think I'm
haven't got
pretty
a
much
text
free.
message for 3 months, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah. Um. avoid neighbors or friends because since they'll be difficult to separate yourself from when the leaves start to turn. If you can, also avoid even just friends of friends. Look beyond your normal social group entirely. Good places to find a summer fling include the bar, the beach, a party, or even online. Be careful of catfishing. A good
That
person
seems
for
like a
us.
fun summer activity, though.
What, catfishing people?
Oh, I meant just
Oh.
fishing.
Oh, fishing. Well, yeah, that's a good anytime time thing to do. A good person for a summer fling is someone that's confident, energetic, and independent. That way, you can be sure to have a great time without letting them down rough. If you're traveling for the summer, you will be in the best possible position to find a summer fling. You'll be surrounded by people who will have never met a single person you know back home. Well, yeah, that's obvious. If you're staying put, there are still plenty of options. Check out the dating scene in the nearest major city, beach town, or anywhere close, but not too close to home. Be especially on the lookout for people who are just visiting for the summer. That is fun. I have done that before. Um, Step two, get to know your potential fling a little. Find out more about their personality and interests. Naturally, if they like the same things as you, that's great. More importantly, look for signs that they would like to have a casual relationship. Their personality type is one prone to spontaneous adventures. You may have found perfect fling material. Is that what you would want for a summer fling? I guess it would. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, because if it's a fling, you don't want it to last forever.
Yeah, and
So,
you would want it to be like a memor. I mean, it's a memorable summer. You want to have a fun time. It's the summertime, so spontaneous adventures. Yeah,
yeah, that's what
yeah.
they write movies about,
You may
summer
also
flings.
choose to use the summer fling to explore romance outside your normal comfort zone. Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, you won't be worried about the relationship's future, so there's really nothing. Anything
Yeah,
goes.
you're
It
just
doesn't really
having
matter.
fun.
Just having a good
Yeah,
time. Like, oh, might as well try something new. Oh, they want to go scuba diving?
yeah,
Why not? Oh, they want to go in this billionaire submarine down to the Titanic? Oh, sure, sign me up for that. Hashtag YOLO. Step three, look for body language cues to see if your prospect is into you. A lot of communication is nonverbal. Look for the following in a potential partner that may clue you into their interest. This seems like just like how to meet someone and kind of like get into a relationship with someone. Like any like a friend. This isn't even just like a fling right now. This is just like getting to know someone, enjoying their company, and then being like, you down?
yeah. Solid, just general
I guess
relationship
it doesn't have to be
advice.
sexual. It can be, I guess, but it doesn't have to be. You could just have like a summer buddy. Oh, I'm in summer.
Yeah,
I'm in this city or country for the summer, just because I'm like a nomad explorer person or whatever, or like I have this one time to do whatever by myself. Okay, let's go.
yeah.
Sign up.
Visiting my grandparents, but I don't like spending time with them.
There you go. The following cues. Look for the following in a potential partner that may clue you into their interest. They make and hold eye contact with you more than other people. Their pupils dilate when the two of you talk. They repeatedly
How
touch
do
you in
you
a friendly
notice
way.
that?
I guess that's what I was just thinking. So I guess their pupils dilate when the two of you talk. I guess you gotta stare at their eyes, bro. You gotta not have ADHD for like a half second. Can you think you can handle that?
Hmm.
Can you look at your girlfriend's eyes for a fucking second, Mason? Jesus.
Yeah, that's something we talk about.
Anyway, step four, be direct. While body language may clue you in initially, it's important to gauge each other's
Oh,
mutual.
direct.
Be direct. Direct a movie with them. That's how you know you have chemistry. Remember that a summer fling has a much shorter timeline than a typical relationship. Don't take too long hoping that the other person will make the first move. I guess that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm looking for. Explain that you find them attractive and plan a date together. Okay, there you go. It's just kind of like shooting your shot. So even if not a summer fling, you're just kind of shoot. Just be direct. It's a good thing to do, I guess. Some examples of what you might say once you found the right person include, okay, this is what I need right here. This is what I need. Let me make sure I got my glasses prepared for this one. Uh, get my microphone together. Hey, 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 hey,
Oh, saw.
what's up? Bethany, hey, what's up? You seem really cool. Made myself laugh. Thinking, thinking of a funny joke from a podcast I heard the other day. It's called Mellow Brick Road. Ever heard of it? Yeah, it's really fucking funny. You should hear it. It's these three guys. Well, it's mainly just two guys. Well, it's kind of like one guy, and then there's the two other guys, but they never show up together. I think they hate each other. Anyway, you seem pretty cool. I'm looking for someone to have fun with this summer. You interested? Uh, I'm only. Let me change my voice here. Uh, I'm only gonna be in town for a couple of months, and I don't want to miss the chance to be with you. Is a good line if you're traveling. Was that
Yeah, fair
good?
enough.
I kind
Yeah.
of blacked out when I did that. I had no idea what I said. If your potential fling asks whether or not your offers, sorry, if your potential fling asks whether or not your offers to hang out are platonic, be honest. If they ask if something is a date, don't be coy. Yeah, it's a date. I think you're really cute and want to spend more time with you. I've done that before. I straight up done that, and it works. It worked that one time. It worked. And it did. It blossomed into a beautiful relationship. Step five, be open about your intentions. Your partner should not. Your partner should know you want a casual fling, not a serious relationship. Ideally, one or both of you will have a major transition at the end of the summer to make the break easier. Right. This can be something like going back to different schools or traveling back home. If you continue seeing each other after the breakup, it will make for a tense, awkward relationship. I guess that's true. Um, Part two, enjoying your romance. Have the perfect summer. There we go. Try to do as many typical summer activities with each other as possible. Go swimming, visit an amusement park, hike a long romantic trail, book a cruise. No, try to take advantage of the great weather and do as much outdoors as possible. I mean, yeah, that's just how to have fun during the summer. You don't have to do that with another person per se. But I'm sure with a partner, it would be much more enjoyable. Certain things would be more enjoyable because you'd be having sex at all of them, if you're lucky. I'd assume. Why are you not? Have go
Yeah.
swimming, have sex in the ocean, visit an amusement park, sex on a roller coaster, duh, or a Ferris wheel, or that's that. Ooh, what if like on a Superman ride? Um, Hike a long romantic trail, sex in a bush, easy. Book a cruise, sex with a shark.
Ah,
Yeah, there you
nice.
go. Step two, stay safe. Perfect. See, this is exactly so. Stay safe. Any type of sexual activity comes with the risk of sexually transmitted diseases, also known as
Uh, uh, the nasty stuff.
That's right, STDs. With
Ah,
a brief casual relationship like a summer fling with a relative stranger, this risk can be greater. At minimum, be sure you and or your partner use a condom. Using lubricants will also help prevent condom breakage and reduce transmission risk. Also, it's just fucking way better. That's my own personal opinion. Ask your partner about their sexual history and most recent STD test. Keep your partner's safety in mind and be honest about any STDs you may have yourself. Above all, excuse me, did not mean to burp there. Above all, don't feel forced to do anything you don't want to do. Remember that there is no way to prevent STDs completely. Keep in mind that sex, just like every other part of life, will always carry a risk. You can take that to the bank, kids. I hope there's no kids listening right now. Step three, try to avoid falling in love. Classic mistake. Remember that the best summer flings are no strings attached. Keep yourself from being stuck with emotional baggage from falling for someone you don't want a long term relationship. Is there anything that makes you swoon for a guy or girl, some specific city or type of date that you think is just super romantic? Avoid that like the plague. Like the plague, Mason.
fair enough.
So that means I can't go. What's a place that I find super romantic? A specific city? I don't find Chicago romantic because I've never been there with anyone that I love. Well, I've been there with my brother and Chandler and Dakota. So three people I do love. I do love those people, but I'm not having sex with any of them. You know, so it's not romantic really. Um, Maybe I don't even know what's a romantic place. Do you have one? The movies can be romantic.
Yeah, I mean, probably like some kind of like
Olive Garden.
lake place or a beach is probably where I would go first.
Yeah, I don't.
Someplace where
Yeah,
you can like watch the sunset.
True sunsets, yes.
and
Like I
then
said,
make
never
out.
go outside after 5 o'clock. You will be fucking sad. Avoid
Bushes.
swan. Yeah, avoid all bushes, men and women's. Don't,
Yeah.
not gonna whatever. Uh,
Cougar
they,
stay at home.
cougars, stay at home. Just stay at home. Keep it locked up. Save yourself from me. Wink. Hey, Pride and Cougars. Wink. Take your temporary partner for fun group events. One great thing about a summer fling is that you'll have a standing date for all the fun activities you may not want to go for solo. Yeah, whether it's a barbecue or a concert, your partner will be there to make everything you do extra special. Well, yeah, it's sort of like if you go to a concert and someone like with a friend and they bring a girl and they're like, oh yeah, she brought her friend, so it's like a double date kind of thing. It's like, oh yeah, but you just bring someone with you. Um, avoid bringing them to serious occasions or to meet your family. Smart, yeah. Remember that a fling should be low pressure and without commitment. Do you really want to explain that to your parents? Do you wait? Let me put my glasses. Do you do you really want to explain that to your parents?
No sirree, Bob.
Do you know where your kids are right now? Okay. Remember that commercial?
Yeah.
Well, what you call your temporary partner will depend on your culture. In places where short-term romances are the norm, there's nothing wrong with telling others that you two are a couple. Likewise, calling them your boyfriend girlfriend is generally fine. In more conservative climates, however, it may be better to just refer to them as your friend. I'd probably just say, yeah, we're a couple of goofballs, couple
Yeah,
of
we're hanging out.
couple of hams, couple of Christmas hams after Thanksgiving. Because we ate so many rolls, but not with my
Yeah.
family. Nope.
Is that going steady?
I feel like yeah. See, I feel like the '50s had this locked and loaded. Like they nailed it, and somehow we lost that culture somehow. Where like you'd be
Yeah.
talking to someone, and then you'd go steady with. Like, you'd go on dates with someone, and then it'd be like, "I want to go steady with you," which I guess. Which when I was younger, I always thought was study. I never understood why they were doing schoolwork so much. Like, you needed a anyway. Um, I guess it's like just yes, you don't date around because everyone was just fucking around always,
Hmm.
and then you enjoy fucking around with this one person, so you're like, I want to fuck around just with you, and they're like, I want to fuck around just with you after I finish fucking around with these people, and they're
I'm
like,
gonna go
okay, I'll
steady
wait.
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, after my trip to Miami,
Yeah.
please and thank you. Uh, yeah, I guess friend is fine.
I mean, if it's a casual thing, I feel like no one would be upset to call the other person a friend.
Girlfriend doesn't have to be serious. It
No.
can it can be literal. She
Yeah.
is a girl who is your friend, girlfriend. And you
But
can
why do
even,
you
if
have
you
to label
really,
her a girl? Why can't you just call her your friend?
yeah, yeah, you could just, yeah, there you go. You could just say friend. Especially if you both know, yeah, this is a step after all the other steps of like, you both talked about what this is already. You both
Yeah.
know what this is. So, like, good point, Mason. Step five, go on a road trip. Okay. Head for a
Oh,
place
that'd be
neither of
fun.
you has been before and make some fun memories together. When you're away from the stress of day-to-day life, you'll feel like you're having a mini fling within a fling. I guess that would be kind of fun with someone that you don't really, I mean, I guess someone that you have just met. That could be a
Yeah, I
fun
mean,
like
hopefully you've
adventure.
gone on a few dates by then.
True.
So,
Yeah, like yeah, you don't want to, I guess it depends on who you are as
because a
people.
long car drive with someone you end up not liking would kind of suck.
You would trust me, after 12 hours, you would know. You would know. Once if you spent like overnight road trip, stopping somewhere, like maybe not a hotel or a motel, like either sleeping in the car or whatever you have, or um something like that. Like you'll know whether or not you like this person or not. Because like
Oh
long
yeah.
car rides can get rough with the wrong
Yeah.
people. And speaking of that, part three, moving on. Can we get some sad music going right here? Uh, plan your exit strategy. When you decided to bring your summer fling to an end, you generally have two options you can take: the honest route and the honest route, honest route, honest route.
I
Doesn't
call it a
matter.
route.
Honest route. I was thinking in my head honest route, but then I said route when it came out loud. That's the only reason why I brought it up, which I thought because that was weird how it switched right before somewhere like from here to here it like flipped. You know, like your eye like flips the image of everything.
Yeah, I do that with caramel and caramel sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Almond. Anyway,
No, just almond.
the almond brothers. The honest route.
Almond.
So there's two routes you can take: the honest route or the covert route. I think we all know which is which. I don't. Do I have to
Yeah.
read the paragraphs of what they are? The
Sounds
honest
like
route.
one's ghosting.
Obviously, ideally, both you and your partner are aware of the impending split. Of course, this stops any potential awkwardness dead in its tracks. This is just you just talk. You're like, okay, we're done. Like this date. After this date, we're like walking away from each other and moving on to the next chapter in our lives. So it's like, okay. The covert route. If you can't bring yourself to be brutally honest, start planning your escape at least a week before you want to split. Okay, now we're talking. Let me get a drink of water. Now we're
That's
talking.
not a lot of time, I feel like, but
I feel like a
power
week is
to them.
good.
Think
Because
so?
I think so. Um, Start planning your escape at least a week before you want to split. Figure out a good reason to break up, whether it's a surprise trip to study abroad or having to go back home to take care of your family. You could also just tell them that the relationship just isn't working out for you, even though they are a great person. The actual breakup should be clean and simple. Be sure to do the adult thing and break up in person, not over text or instant messaging. If you have trouble working up the nerve, remember that it's just a summer fling. Hopefully you chose a partner who can handle it. I mean, yeah, yeah, not much you
If
can.
you mean partner that can handle it was the first one I found, yes, that is who I picked.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm being covert about it because
Yeah.
I think I may have chosen correctly.
Yeah.
Um, excuse me. Step two, end the summer fling on a good date, on a good note. Reassure the person that the ending is for the best. You may want to use typical breakup phrases here to help them. Keep the break clean in order to avoid either of you holding on to the relationship. Make it clear that the summer fling has officially ended. You're out of my life. Shoo. Shoo.
Move on, please.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord spit you. Stay together if you both feel like it could be something more. That's step three. Sometimes you may find yourself falling in love with a summer fling despite your best efforts. If the two of you won't be long distance at the end of summer, consider keeping that relationship going. Even though they may have agreed on an end date in the beginning, your partner may share your feelings. I mean, yeah, as long as you're both cool with that, um, I don't know. That's risky. Just because I mean, you'd have to obviously talk to them throughout the summer and be aware of how they're acting,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you don't want to like get feelings, take that jump, and then be like, oh shit. But I mean, if it's a thing where no, I am actually leaving, and then it's like, oh okay, well,
Yeah.
nothing I can do.
Not a lot you can do.
But if they're not leaving, or whatever the circumstances may be, or like whatever the arrangement at the beginning was is now like changed into something else. And if it doesn't work, it
Yeah.
doesn't work. Like I said, if it doesn't work, it's just a summer fling. Like, get over it.
Yeah. Yeah. You knew what you signed up for.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. You knew what you were doing. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it did say don't fall in love.
Yeah.
It explicitly says in the steps if you're following the Wikihow, which I plan to, we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. I guess I'm gonna try not to fall in love. That's the plan. We'll see.
No, no.
Let's do one more piece of it. Let's do one more advice question before we get out of here. What do you say? What do you say,
Okay.
Mason? Are you into
Okay.
that? Do you feel like helping
Yeah.
people today?
Sure.
And I
Sure.
know it's Pride Month, but and you know what? We gave them the first half of this episode. And
Yeah.
that was not easy, but we did it because we care. And so I just wanted to do
Yeah.
this is for one single person. So how about some appreciation for this person? They want to
Okay.
know, how do I become shorter? They have their reasons they're
You
not going to
son of a
share.
bitch. Why would you do that?
They won't share it. They won't share why they want it. They have their own reasons, which I appreciate. I'm okay with. They can have their reasons. They just want to know how to become shorter. So I guess balls in our court.
I guess bad posture. Just lean everywhere.
Start
Just
leaning on everything.
yeah, just lean
I
forward.
gotcha. That'll give you like first that'll give you like a visual shortness, just like being hunched. But eventually
Yeah.
you will get stuck like that.
Yeah, it's like an exponent it's like exponential growth, but shortness.
Yeah,
Like it'll start slow,
yeah,
but eventually you'll just arch over.
that's what Danny DeVito did.
Yeah.
He was just leaning in all. If you look at all of his movies from like the '80s, he's always leaning on something. Always, and he's actually like 6'4". He used to be, and now
Mm. I always
like
forget that.
he's like 3'9" or something. How tall? He's
Yeah.
very short. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes he looks like visibly like a little person,
Yeah.
and then sometimes he looks not so short. I don't know how to
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a confusing man. He didn't look used to look like he does now. Looks fine. I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. This guy
I
wants to
like him.
become shorter. I guess put bricks on your head and walk around for a while.
Yeah, I mean, definitely don't wear shoes.
Does
Don't
that
wear anything under your feet.
don't wear shoes? But they said, but that will root you to the ground if you don't wear shoes, and then you will grow taller because you're like one with the earth. You're like a plant, you know. So if you're touching the earth, you might actually make you grow. You should wear. I understand what you're saying. Though. Oh, you're doing more visual shortness. I'm thinking like,
Well, that's not true.
why don't you join a limbo contest? Join the world's longest limbo contest. And in limbo through a sewer tunnel. That'll make you pretty short. Go live in the
Yeah.
sewer. That'll make you pretty short. You're
Yeah.
below everybody.
How about you just walk on your knees?
Okay. That's a good idea. Put some shoes on your knees.
Yeah.
Like that guy from Shrek the Musical who played
Yeah.
Farquaad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, no,
Uh
I have a good one.
okay,
Get
go ahead.
into a car accident and then fake that you're paralyzed and just stay in a wheelchair the whole time.
You could just fake you could just get into a wheelchair and then
It's
just
not
pretend
believable, and you got to get in a car accident.
you gotta get paralyzed or
It's got to
no.
be believable.
You don't
Well,
want to get
I'm not saying
paralyzed.
no. I'm just saying get into like a good one, but where you're fine. And then when you leave the hospital, you always have to leave in a wheelchair. So
True.
when they
That's
wheel you
true.
out,
Every
and
no
just
matter
be like,
what, even
"Thanks,
if
doc," and just keep rolling.
you go in for a migraine, you have to walk out. They always have a wheelchair there with you.
Yeah,
So I guess what you could do, I guess just like, well, why don't you just take a hammer to the knee, or maybe not the knee, maybe like the ankle, or like just break a bone, like your leg bone or something that like will heal easier. And then you get a cast. You have to sit into a wheelchair. And then when you're healed, and they're like, okay, we'll take the wheelchair back now. You just no, you just roll off. They go, you're better now. You go, no, I need this still. I'm taking it. You just roll away. Would it be a? I guess you don't have to have an old one. You could have one that is mechanical.
yeah.
I guess that's down to preference at that point. I guess if you want to be shorter, oh
Surround
man,
yourself with taller people.
I'll tell you what. This person is really frustrating me because I don't know why they want. If I knew why they wanted to be shorter,
I
like
just
it would
want
be
to
a
be
lot easier.
taller, so I just don't understand why anyone wants to be shorter.
Right? Like, okay, okay, let's think about that. Let's think about why they want to be shorter. Why would someone want to be shorter?
We're probably also assuming their gender. So,
I don't think we are as of right now.
oh, I am.
What were you thinking, a man?
Yeah.
That's just
That
because
was
we're
my first
men.
thought.
That's just
Yeah.
because we're men. I
But
won't
like
fault you for that. I'm gonna
but
say that
like that's definitely a
they're
thing for like women because women still want to be able to dress in like high heels or whatever and like they don't want to be taller than like whoever they're dating.
True,
So
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's a drag queen. In my head, I'm gonna picture it as a drag queen. Hashtag
okay.
Pride Month. Um, who wants to be shorter to be to appear to be a more believable queen. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes some drag queens they go for the height, they go for the size. But maybe one wants to like maybe someone's like, I want to be like a short king queen. And I'm all for that. And so they wish they were shorter because maybe they're into shorter people, but they're like so tall that like no short person will like. It's like they're too afraid. Like they're like a giant amongst little tiny munchkins, and the tall person is afraid. They think that the munchkins are afraid of the giant when really the munchkins are just intimidated. They want the giant wants them, but they're both like in their own heads about it. So the giant wants to be shorter so that they can all be together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they think that short people don't want to date someone who's way taller than them, which is the case for some people. Some
Yeah.
people want someone who is taller.
For sure.
Some people don't care. Everyone's different. Hashtag pride.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, okay, so if that's the case, I guess I guess walk on your knees. I think that might have been the best. It might be the best scenario in everything. I mean, what do you do with your feet though? Your legs are just dangling back there. Like you do it all the time, walk on your knees.
I guess. I
No
don't
one's
know.
gonna believe you unless you have your legs tucked up. But at that point, just chop your legs off.
Yeah.
I
Or
guess
just
just chop your.
always be in a body of water.
Okay, now you've got my. Okay, now that's interesting. A pool, like a bathtub on wheels, just lying in a bathtub,
I was
floating in a.
assuming a bigger body of water, but yeah, like something that's got to have some depth to it so you don't appear tall.
Yeah, like a cauldron shape, not an actual cauldron, but like like a big old kind of bubble, opaque, because you don't want anyone to know. Yeah, no, no, no. It's a square, like a rectangular tub. It's kind of vertical, like a
Okay.
column, hollow,
Hmm.
filled with water halfway. So you're kind of like you're in it up to your waist where you're floating. And you can like, right, and you got your hands over the edge. It's got wheels, and on the front is painted um the
Like
bottom
legs.
half of your torso, and then yeah, legs and feet. And so like while you're like there, like it's like up to your boobs. It's like men and women both, just pecs up to your pecs, I guess. uh and then it's yeah down. You're like it's up to this, so you're floating like that. So then you're floating, and you're floating, and your legs are just floating in there. But it looks like you're standing. There you go.
Yeah.
That's my invention, sharks. Uh I call it uh what
Um,
do you call that? What do you call that
the
machine?
magician's trick.
The magician's trick.
It's kind of like a magician's trick, you know.
It is kind of like the
And you're
magician's.
pulling
It
off a
is
trick. You're pulling off a not a sleight of
an
hand, but some kind of
illusion,
yeah,
an optical illusion.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So that's our sharks. We're asking for a 15% stake in our company. We're with a $200,000 sign on bonus
Oh,
or sign on for you. So it costs you $200,000 to be in our company.
right.
We've never sold any products. This is our first day.
Haven't even made it yet.
Haven't even made it yet. This is a napkin that we drew on in the waiting room because
Not even of this project. It was just like a couple jokes we were thinking of.
our original design got stolen. We were going to become improv comics. And we wandered into what we thought was a comedy club, but it ended up being the Sharks TV show, Shark Tank,
Bum, bum,
the
bum.
Shark Tank Studios.
Yeah.
And so they wouldn't tell us where the bathroom was without submitting a project, so we made that up for you. Is it
Any
that we
bidders?
any Mr. Hollywood? No. Mark. Basketball. Nope.
Right?
You like tall people? Okay. Okay. What about you, lady? I don't remember her name. I
No
don't
one
remember all their
does.
names. Yeah. No one wants. Okay, that's fine. Where is? Can we use your bathroom now,
Can
please?
we go now? Stop
I
all those
need.
captures.
I've got a hell of a shark that's looking for a tank. If you know what I'm saying. And it's really fighting me right now. If you know what I mean, brother.
Yeah.
Um. Anyway. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's the show. Everybody. Thanks for watching the Mellow Brick Road, Path 154. Mason, tell everyone where they can find you online.
Mason Greenwell 52 on those places I've said before. Instagram and Threads, and M Greenwee, TikTok, and Blue Sky.
Perfect. You can find me on Instagram at Van Windsor, also on Twitch, OnlyVans23. I'm playing the Midnight Walk right now. Freaking
Nice.
super scary. And me and TDub are playing Revenge of the Savage Planet. That's what that game is called. It's an
Ugh.
autistic kid's dream. It's wild, man. It's very nuts. So check me out, OnlyVans23 on there. Check out the show on Instagram, mbr.pod, Facebook, Mellow Brick Road. You can watch, you can watch clips of the show on Blue Sky, in Mellow Brick Road.bsky.social. And we have a Patreon, Mellow Brick Road on Patreon. You can check us out there. We've got early access to episodes, unpaved paths, so they're not edited. They're all the screw ups and restarts and all that, all the mess ups that we cut out from the
Nice and
perfect,
raw.
nice and raw. You get it's real unpaved, so it's bumpy. There's some potholes, if you know what I mean, bro. So it's pretty fun. Because it's basically what I'm cutting out is with all the times we get too high and we start fucking things up. Which happens more than you think. So check us out on Patreon, and we also have Twitch streams on there. We've got live shows, stuff like that. So check that out. Not live shows like with audiences. We haven't done those yet. But if you want us to do that, let us know. We'll come to your location and do a live show for you, just one person at a time. I'm pretty sure that's how they do it. You have to start with one person, and then the next show you have two, and then you have three, and then you have four, and then after like 20 years, you have like a stadium full of thousands of people. But you gotta
That's what
like,
the All American Rejects did.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Now they're going back down, which I
Yeah.
like.
Well, it's a bell curve.
I
What
like that
comes up
they're
must come down.
they don't always. Sometimes the bell breaks halfway through and it just like cuts straight down.
Yeah, the
Um,
Liberty Bell.
exactly. Yeah. It's that's oof. Anyway, um, I think I said it. Oh yeah, follow us on YouTube, Spotify, any of your podcast apps. Give us 5 stars on like iTunes, stuff like that. Really helps the show. Supports us. Thank you so much for that. Um, yeah. I don't know. Any last words, Mason?
Uh, Bibbidi boppity boop.
Mellow manifestations.
Stay safe out there.
Molly. Molly! Yay! Molly!
Good
Oh, beautiful
job,
girl. I'll see
Molly.
you tomorrow, Molly. I'll see you
Yeah.
tomorrow morning.